Senator Mike Duffy, Canadian Senate, Canadian Senator. Mr. Duffy has been in the news a lot lately. Been in the news for a while, investigations and whatnot. I think the biggest thing I've taken away from the whole Duffy trial and the accusations and everything is not so much what he's been accused of, but we have a full accounting of his diaries. And the diaries tell us a lot about what a senator in the Canadian Senate does. And basically what that snapshot, click, of Mr. Duffy shows us is that he did very little, if anything, of Senate business, anything legitimate, any legitimate business as what you would expect a senator to do. What he did was he flew here and there and over there and attended parties and expensive dinners and got together with party supporters and tried to drum up funds and support for the Conservative Party. And he basically didn't do any Senate business in all of the time he's been in the Senate, and did lots of lobbying or fraternizing amongst the party faithful. I mean, basically what he was paid by the Canadian people, by our tax dollars, to go out there and fly around, stay in expensive hotels, expensive dinners, attend dinner parties, to be a schmoozer for the Conservative Party. I'm not saying just conservatives do this. That's not where I'm going. Where I'm going is, this is a prime example of why the Canadian Senate should be kiboshed, abolished. The diaries here give us a really good picture of what happens in the Senate. Now, maybe there's a few good senators that don't do this. I suspect that's not the case, simply because of all the other ones that fingers have been pointed at. Pamela Wallen's coming up next. I think it's Pamela Wallen, isn't it? Anyways, why do we still have a Senate? Why do we have these glorious positions with wonderful salaries, great benefits, and good retirement plans for people just to go around and schmooze and live the life? For people to be party lobbyists, basically. Why is that a paid position that you and I, Canadian taxpayers, pay for? That's what the underlying thing here is with the Duffy scandal. That's what really, the curtain has been pulled back on what happens in the Canadian Senate, what Canadian senators do. Look at Mike Duffy's diaries. It's ridiculous. We shouldn't be paying for this. We shouldn't be putting up with this. We should be forcing our government, letting them know that we, the Canadian people, want an end to this, an end to this waste. We're being asked to take cuts in programs, in education for our children, in darn near everything right now, and pay more taxes on top of that. That seems to be a continuing thing that's always happening, if not at the federal level, then at the provincial level or at the municipal level. So why do we have this archaic, useless, wasteful body called the Senate, shown to us by Mike Duffy as exactly that, and what they do? Paid political lobbyists, schmoozers, dinner party attenders, flight jet setters. I don't know, you could go on and on. Why is it still around? Why are you and I, the Canadian people, still paying for this out of our tax dollars? It's ridiculous. It should be abolished. It should be ended today. They should get rid of it. I'd like to see some answers on that, because I have yet to really heard anybody satisfactorily explain why we need the Canadian Senate. What do you guys think? Leave some comments below. Do you agree with me? What do you think of what Duffy's diaries show of what he does? Do you think we should keep the Canadian Senate? Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back soon.